Also my parents. Before the commencement of the meeting, I would like to announce to our members and the Rotary Club of Madras Esplanade members that this is a special meeting we have organized to commemorate the Golden Jubilee of Indian Independence, wherein we have invited Sri Subramaniam, former Governor of Maharashtra, to address our gathering. We are also honoring 4 freedom fighters with a silver plate on this occasion. I call the Rotary Club of Madras meeting to order. Silent invocation. Thank you. I welcome all the visiting Rotarians, the members from the Provost Club, the enable members from Rotary Club of Madras and the Rotary Club of Madras Esplanade. I would now request K.V. Srinivasan for the visiting Rotarians.
Welcome. Rotarian SS, Rajshekhar Madras East. Rotarian Mansoor Bhavanagarwala, Meenambakam. Rotarian S.R. Subramaniam, Madras Central. And Rotarian Past President P.R. Nagappan, the Rotary Club of Madras Northwest.
He is Rotarian Mansoor Bhavanagarwala from Meenambakam. The president from the Old George.
Brahmaniam, President Benji, President George, fellow Rotarians, Rotarians and friends. To introduce our respected chief guest, Mr. C. Subramaniam, to you is like carrying coals to Newcastle. However, I shall comply with this Rotary formality. He has held positions of high eminence and heavy responsibility with distinction, like Finance Minister, Defence Minister and Minister for Agriculture in the Central Cabinet, and equally important portfolios of finance, education and law earlier in Tamil Nadu Cabinet, and the last one was the Governor of Maharashtra. He is best known as the architect of India's modern agricultural development policy after the success of his program, which led to a record production of wheat in 1972, an achievement appropriately termed as the Green Revolution. This has been acclaimed by no less a person than the Nobel laureate, Dr. Norman Borlaug himself. He has authored many books, the most recent being The New Strategy in Agriculture, so relevant to us in India, which is predominantly rural. He was closely associated with UNO and its organs, namely FAO at Rome and UNESCO at Paris. The Institute of Mathematical Sciences and the Madras Institute of Development Studies, both at Chennai, owe their inception to his inspiration. He is keenly interested in tennis and cricket. He was President All India Lawn Tennis Association for 2 terms. Since his retirement from active political life, he has been closely associated with India's premier cultural organization, the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. He is now its president and chairman, Bhavan International. He is a tireless crusader against corruption in public life. He is a freedom fighter who went to jail more than once. Thus, Mr. C. Subramaniam is a brilliant, multifaceted personality and a composite sage within inverted commas. We are indeed very fortunate to have him with us. He is happily married, he has 2 daughters, and his son Rajshekhar is a highly committed Rotarian. He is with us here and was recently honored in public for his dedicated work to the community by the Chief Minister himself. Rajshekhar's wife Geeta, who has recently joined our club, is a musician of high repute. Mr. C. Subramaniam has kindly agreed to speak to us on 50 years of India's independence. Over to Mr. Subramaniam.
President and members of the Rotary Club and friends, I'm sorry. I find this is the oldest club, and I am glad there is a full attendance today. We are celebrating the golden jubilee of our independence, and I am glad to see there is a stir in the nation today. A good deal of introspection is taking place. During these 50 years, what have been our achievements? More than that, what are our failures? Because what is important in life is to achieve the goal for which an individual is committed, or a group is committed, or a nation is committed. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, during the freedom struggle, gave to the nation the purpose for which we were seeking Swaraj, freedom from the British rule. It was not for the purpose of replacing the British rulers and put Indians in their place. He specifically stated because of centuries of exploitation, economic exploitation and cultural domination, the country is in a very bad state. And therefore, Swaraj is for the purpose of giving a new life to the people of India, economically and culturally. Particularly, he pointed out the rural India, where even basic necessities were not available. Some of you who are old enough might have known, during the British regime, there used to be periodic famines. Sometimes people died in thousands, 10,000s, lakhs, and even in millions. The last famine was the infamous Bengal famine, where 3 millions are supposed to have died. So this is what Mahatmaji predicted. Even the primary need of food was not available to the millions and millions of the people. And therefore he gave priority to providing the basic minimum needs for the people as a whole. And therefore, when we framed the Constitution, the fathers of the Constitution had given the goal to be achieved by the nation in the preamble of the Constitution, which is supposed to be one of the noblest ideals expressed in any constitution. And therefore, while we look back and look at our achievements, we have to measure how far the goals which have been visualized by the father of the nation and provided in the Constitution, how far we have fulfilled those promises which you have made to the nation. And therefore today, what is important is why this has happened. What reorientation will have to be given. Unfortunately, we have misconceived freedom. Freedom is not license. As a matter of fact, freedom carries greater responsibilities given beyond a slave or a subject nation. Freedom means not merely physical freedom, but the freedom to function effectively, efficiently, each individual to function effectively, to contribute to the welfare of the nation. The most important thing, which unfortunately we find today, all sorts of forces impeding progress. And by ban, it's not voluntary closure of business, it is because of intimidation, everybody knows. And therefore you are interfering with the freedom of thousands of people and sometimes lakhs of people. And then we have new methods of obstruction, road repo, obstruct traffic. And then finally it ends in the destruction of properties. In spite of that, some buses are passing in, you stole them or burn them. And the measure of all these things, whether the success or not, is measured by the extent of each. Their not duty, the privilege is to teach the younger generation and prepare the future generation to meet the challenges. But instead of that, they follow the culture of the industrial labor, forming into unions and then demanding various things. You may demand, but first duty is to teach efficiently and effectively. Today, one of the goals which have been laid down in the Constitution is Article 45 says, free and compulsory education for all our children from the age of 5 to 14. That